What's up, guys? TraderStos here. This is my first video. I'm going to show you guys what I did in the ES, which is the E-mini S&P 500 futures. This is April 6th, and this is the day as a whole here. So let's take it, a couple bars at a time. Unfortunately, I was away in the morning, not for the whole morning, but I was just away from my desk. I'm still living the cubicle life, so I have to adapt to that trading lifestyle right now because sometimes I'll miss a few minutes or 5 minutes of the market. And unfortunately, I was kind of, in and out away from my desk, just handling some things at work in the morning. So I did see this first bar here. I don't like to buy in the first couple bars of the day just because I'm not great at trading, this opening range yet. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of emotion, fear, and greed going on. So I really like to look for certainty in the market before I take an entry, and I like to buy on stops either above bars or sell on stops below bars, so that way the market is going in my direction as I'm entering the trade. It's recommended for beginners. This is what my mentor says is the best way to trade if you are a beginner. And I went against him, and I've tried limit orders and a whole bunch of other things, and he's right. I mean, he's right. It's just easier for a beginner if you just focus on stop entries. So I could have bought above this bar, but the thing is, sometimes it just comes to like a swing low of yesterday and turns down. So even after the second bars of the day, it could have done that. But these are two strong bull bars, and at this point, it's probably okay to buy above this bar. The only problem is your stop has to be here, maybe, but it really has to be at the low of the day. So, I mean, you're talking risking 8 points here, and that's a lot. But this is the spike, and if you want to, have an idea of where the market could go from here, you just do these measure move projections. So I project from the bottom of the spike, and I'll put it at the top of the spike. I'll put this 50% mark at the top of the spike. Don't get confused with all these percentages. I don't even use them. I want to see how big the spike is, and I want to project this amount of points up. And that's where you can take your profits up here if you do buy above this bar, which I did not do. But I just want to show you how well these measured move works. These measured moves work, and look at this tail right here coming in at the measured move target. I mean, this is just bulls taking their profits there. I mean, that's just what these computer algorithms are doing. We're trading with computer algorithms, okay? Everything is calculated, and this is what they're doing. So I missed all this, unfortunately. I'm too scared to get in on strong spikes like this because your stop has to be very far away. And you could trade smaller, but unfortunately I'm not in a position to do so. I only trade one contract at a time, and that is all I have the capital and the means for, really. Anything else, I'm just in too deep and I'm not comfortable, so I don't do it. So now the measure move happened, and now we're getting profit taken. We're also getting, bears probably starting to scale into shorts maybe, but this is so far up and so many good bull bars that, I mean, you really just have to expect higher prices, depending on how the next couple bars look. This isn't great selling pressure. I don't think we're going down too far. I still don't think we're going down too far. But, you see they sold above this bar here as evidence of this tail. They sold above this bar and this bar here as evidence of this tail. What do I think is going to happen when they get on top of this bar? I think they're going to sell. And they did. As you can see, it closed below the high of this bar. So even though it's channeling upwards, it looks like bulls are less confident that it's going to go much higher. But unless the bears assert some of their pressure, the bulls are going to continue to buy and scalp, buy and scalp. Maybe they're still swinging some entries from over here. I'm out. I haven't made a trade yet. I'm looking for certainty in the market, and it's probably going up, but we just don't have any good signal bars or anything here for me. So, I'm staying out. This isn't enough selling pressure for me to even think about shorting here. And then we get this bar, and I'm a little tempted to buy above this bar, but look what happened when they got above this bar. They sold it. It didn't close strongly above this bar, so that means there are sellers. So unfortunately, I did not take that buy. It went up. It hit this magnet. This magnet, I have a bunch of magnets on my chart. This one looks like it's this gap here. So after the market broke past this gap, it was kind of no looking back, and then bulls bought the gap again. But then the support failed, and then it became resistance here. So you can see the market fooling around with this price. It's clearly an important price level. So I just keep it on my chart. I don't think it's the holy grail or anything like that, but I like to see how prices react around these levels. And it looks strong, so you could buy above this bar too, but again, your stop is down here, which isn't too far, but I just wasn't comfortable. If I'm not comfortable, I stay out. I had good follow through too, so again, you can buy above this bar, but I'm just not comfortable yet. And then you see this tail, and so let's say we did buy above this bar. The high of this bar is 2070. That means we're buying at 2070.25 because it's 25-cent increments. And this went up to 72.50, and all that means is bulls scalped out for 2 points. So they bought at 70.25. In order for them to get out with 2 points at 72.25, it has to tick through that price to 72.50. It did just that. They all scalped out, and evidence is this huge tail. That is the evidence of it. That's what's happening. That's what's going on. So I'm still out. No way am I even thinking about shorting in this area. Yeah, it's entering the trading range, and it's also 3 pushes up, I guess. 1 push up, market goes down. 2 pushes up, market goes down, and then 3rd push up. So this is like a wedge, but it broke through the wedge. Maybe 1, 2. This is the 3rd push up. So I really need I need more selling pressure. I need a double top. I just need better signals to go short. And we're not getting that. All we're getting is bulls scalping quickly. They're scalping quickly because they know this trend is so overextended. But at the same time, bears aren't doing anything. So bulls are still buying and scalping, buying and getting out, buying and getting out quickly. And that's evidenced by all these tails. I mean, if bulls are buying here, they're just looking to scalp out at a new high of the day and wait for more setups. Finally get a decent bear bar, but it's still not enough selling pressure to go short. Even if I wanted to short below this bar, it didn't get triggered, so it's all good. And then we're just channeling upwards. We're channeling upwards, and we're finding more selling at the new high of the day because bulls still aren't confident. But bears just aren't doing enough here, and still I haven't taken 1 trade. I missed all of this. Does it suck? Yeah, it does suck, but the number 1 rule of trading is don't lose money. That is the number 1 rule. Number 2 rule, follow your rules. Number 3, make money, and number 4, make a lot of money. Those are my mentor's rules, and it makes a whole lot of sense when you really think about it. And we're still channeling upwards here. And then we get this, right? So I'm thinking here, this is either a measuring gap where we can do like that measured move projection type of thing, or it's an exhaustion gap, meaning that over the next few bars, we probably going to fall below the high of this bar. So I think this is an important price level. I think we're going to fall to the high, below the high of this bar, so I'm just going to keep that there. And that's what I'm looking to happen. I'm looking for that gap to close. And as you can see, the bulls are just protecting their position because the gap is not closing. They're selling new highs, so they're getting out at new highs again, taking profits there. But now it's just keeps channeling up. And we finally here got 3 bear bars in a row. We haven't gotten that all day. So it doesn't mean I want to short, but it's just interesting. Now we get a 4th bear bar. Buyers at the moving average. As always, there's always going to be buyers at the moving average. I'm still not tempted to short through all this because this gap is stayed open and we don't have enough selling pressure. I need a good signal. I need maybe like a double top up here with a decent signal bar. That would be cool. Or I need like a signal bar to go long, you know, somewhere under here. Um, so we'll see what we get. Got a couple more bear bars. Um, this is not a good signal bar to go long. This is a decent signal bar to go long. Maybe get out at the high of the day. I also did see a magnet up here, I believe, right? And I got a couple extra days here. Where's the magnet? It's above there somewhere. There it is, this magnet. I'm thinking maybe we get there, you know. It's such a bullish day. It's so close. This was the day right here. And I'm thinking, you know, maybe we can get up to this magnet. I mean, we were up here at the time, so it wasn't unreasonable to think we can go a few more points and get up there. So I placed an order to go long above that bar, but it didn't trigger, as you can see. So maybe we're starting to get bears being more aggressive and bulls stepping aside. But I'm still flat. I haven't taken any positions at this point. I think I also placed a limit to go long above that bar, but I didn't get filled. You know, it went one tick above the high of this bar, but it has to trade through that price in order for me to get filled. So I didn't get filled here. At this point, I'm not really too excited about going long above this bar. So I don't even think I tried it. And we get the double top that I was looking for right here. Double top with maybe a decent signal bar. And what I decided to do was short under this bar. I know I said I don't scale in. I don't like to scale in. I can if I really need to. And I was thinking that, you know, this trend has gone on for so long. We've got so many pushes up. 3 pushes here, 3 pushes here, 3 pushes here, 3 pushes here. I mean, and now we're getting a double top. So it's good context for to take a short. It's a bit aggressive because it's not the best signal bar. You know, it's not closing on its low, but it's decent. I took that short, and I'm looking for this gap to close right here. Okay, thinking that this is an exhaustion gap finally. I'm not too happy about my entry bar. You know. That's not a good entry bar. I want to see a nice bear bar, kind of like these, or even at least another doji bear bar, but we didn't get it. And now I really don't like the way this is looking. They're buying the moving average, you know, tail, forcing it up. At least it's a bear bar, but, you know, I'm not feeling great, but it hasn't been trading above any bars, so I'm still in the clear. I'm just hoping bulls kind of give up, and bam, bulls gave up. But at this point, because of my ugly entry bar and because of these ugly bars, I decided I'm just gonna try to get out with 2 points instead of get out at this gap. Because who knows? Maybe the gap's gonna stay open, and I was able to get out with 2 points on this bar, and thankfully so, because you know I would have been a little scared once this bar came on. And actually at this bar I placed a limit, a stop order to go long above the high of this bar, thinking we can catch a new high of the day, and it just didn't trigger. And now I'm looking to short. I'm looking for this support to fail. I actually had a a stop order to go short underneath this bar, didn't trigger. After this bar, this is a nice inside setup. This usually leads to a profitable scalp if it triggers, but it did not. And at this point, I'm pulling my order. You know, this is an ugly signal bar. I don't care anymore. But I'm also not too interested in going long, because now we have this gap. You see, this is the breakout bar, the low of this bar, the high of this bar. This is a gap in here. This is a sign of strength by the bears, because if they shorted underneath this bar, they're going to protect their position once they get back to it. Now this bar I'm looking to go short again, and I did get short underneath this bar, and I was not happy about how my entry bar looked. You know, that's a bull body. You know, it looks like there was more buyers than sellers below this bar. So I'm not happy. I was looking to get, I was looking for a measured move, I believe, and I ended up. It was the end of the day. It's 3:45 at this point. We only have 15 minutes left in the trading day. But this is the important. I really look at price levels. So if I'm shorting underneath this bar, I'm shorting at 20.75.25, and there's bulls buying. Also, obviously, someone is buying what I'm selling them. And this bar, the high of it is 76.25. So I shorted 75.25. It went to 76.25. That means bulls who bought what I sold them were not able to get out with 4 ticks profit, because bears are protecting their positions. So I decided to place a limit order to buy back my shares at 1 point profit, and everyone else and their mother was filled on this bar. We all got in at 75.25, and in order to get out at 74.25 with 1 point, it has to go to 74, and that's exactly what it did. It went to 74, little tail up. We all scalped out, and that's all she wrote for me for the end of the day. But check out this measure move, another measure move. Okay, here's the double top. Oops, I gotta get my retracement here. So here's the double top, right? Right here. Neckline is over here, and bam, look at where the profit taking happens. We know it's profit taken as evidence of this tail, okay? And also on top of that, look where this is. It's this stuff is amazing to me, this measure move stuff. It's right here, okay? If you look to the left, it's over here. And you know what this is? There's a gap over here. This is the trading range, right? This is the breakout out of the trading range. And then here's the gap. The high of this bar and the low of these bars do not overlap each other. Right there. So bulls are protecting their position here. And coincidentally, not coincidentally, the computers know this. The computers remember these prices, and they make measure move projections to go right here. And they keep shorting until the market gets to that area, and that is where we found the profit target. I mean, these measure moves are pretty much there's a lot going on in and around them, but they're the hallmark of trading. This was the major spike of the day. These 4 bars. Oops. These 4 bars were the major spikes of the day. So if you want an idea for some people who swing, a lot of their positions, where are they getting out? Well, you project this amount of points up on top of this bar, because this was the main spike of the day. And look where the profit taking happens. And at this point, they take profits, they reassess the situation, they see if the bears can be strong and what's going on. And we had this gap that stayed open, so the bears clearly aren't strong. And they decided to keep buying and kind of scalping out at new highs, and until the bears could generate some decent selling pressure. 3-4 bars, a few of them closing on their lows, penetrating the moving average, and then they were able to take control of the market in the end of the day a little bit. There's measure moves all over the place. Look at this one, this little trading range. Let's see what happens when it breaks out of it. Bam. Look at this is where the profit taking happens. This stuff is just absolutely amazing to me. Leg one, leg twos are also really good, useful tools on taking profit. So we'll say this is leg one, tiny small pullback. Look at leg two. Look at what happens. This is where the profit taking is happening. This is what the computers are calculating. We are trading against algorithms, and if you understand this stuff, you can make a good living doing it. So that's what I did today. I was 2 for 2 shorting. I was 2 for 2 shorting in this bull market. Not how I would have liked it, but like I said, I'm not comfortable with these large spikes because my stop has to be so far away. So I kind of let them go and I wait for my setups because the #1 rule is don't lose money. Thanks a lot, guys. Send me an email, TraderStos@gmail.com. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you're doing. We can Skype. We can go over our strategies. I want to talk to you guys. I want you guys to talk to me. Tell me what I'm doing. And I want us all to create a community and turn into the mentors that we look up to today. So thanks a lot for listening. And please, please, please talk to me. Send me an email. And let's get it going. Thanks, guys.